Where were you at with business before we started working together?
So before we started, I just moved to South Africa. I had a really big in-person presence in my hometown, and it was very easy for me to kind of generate leads from that with my run club and everything. And then moving to South Africa, I didn't have that. So it's then like trying to learn how to curate like a really good strategy on Instagram to get leads into my business so I can help more women to achieve their goals. And you've done exactly that. So
I love that. And what do you feel like you were struggling most as alpha coach? Like, what do you feel like was your biggest struggle as a coach?
I think it was more so like I know that I'm a good coach. I know that sounds big-headed, but I know I'm a good coach. I've helped so many women achieve their goals. I know that my actual coaching program is really solid, but it's just more so getting into conversations with people, finding the right people to fit my program.
And like back then, how did you feel about your business as a whole? Like, would say before we started working together.
I feel like I just felt quite lost. I feel like always being self-employed, I really lacked like strategy in my day. Like I kind of like twiddle my thumbs sometimes, like, okay, what do I need to what do I need to do next? Like not having someone telling you, oh, can you do this next? Like I really have always struggled with that. Just to have like a really structured plan of how my day's going to go, what I need to focus on, where my energies need to go in order to progress my business forward.
And then what specific changes did you make in your coaching business because of the work that we did together?
Well, number one, I have more strategy in my day. I feel like I'm working less, but I'm more productive. So obviously, I have more time to do the things I actually want to do in life. I think it's also gave me a lot more clarity to know that if I do this, this, and this is what's gonna help me get to my end goal of where I want to be in my business. It's just, yeah, just giving me so much more clarity, so much more structure, and I feel like I can relax a little bit now. Now I know what I need to do. Not necessarily relax on doing it, but just relax in my brain, not feel like the constant like overwhelm of like, I feel like it's really similar to when you look at like different diets on Instagram, like my clients always say to me, scrolling through, you see this diet, this diet, this diet, and you're like, what diet am I meant to do? I feel like it's very similar to when you start a business online. You have so many different opinions of do this, do that, do this, do that, and you're just like, okay, what is the right thing to do? Where do I focus my energy in order to see the success I want to see? And I feel like your coaching is realistic. Like, obviously, you said to me, if you do X, Y, Z, you will get to your end goal.
What was the moment for you that you kind of realized like stuff is actually changing and things are starting to work?
Well, I think it was literally 24 hours after our first call when I got my first client. I was just like, okay.
And then can you share like any tangible results that you achieved in terms of like new clients, revenue, or just your mindset?
Before, like, I hadn't really, maybe like I had a really busy January, but after that, it went pretty flatline for a while. But then, like, I feel like it's no coincidence that I started this and then got 5 new signups. Like, I think also as well, like, I am earning more money. I am in a better position. I actually did the Lionsgate Day of Manifestation. I
Yeah.
did that last year and I wrote down that I wanted to earn 3K months, and then obviously I earn a 3K month. Whereas before maybe there was a slight barrier in my head of like, because I lacked the clarity and I didn't know what I was doing so much in terms of strategy, how was I going to get there? But now I have much more belief in it. And I think as well, like your content calls that you do, like the 2 calls a week, so helpful, so helpful just to get clear on like social media content as well. Again, I went off on a tangent there. I'm just letting the words flow.
And what is it like the win you're most proud of everything, would you say?
I think oddly, aside from all of this, I think learning to put myself first. It's not something that I thought I would learn over 90 days, but I have learned it just to like prioritize things and know that I don't have to like throw myself into the ground for my business. Like I can look after myself and my business can succeed as a correlation. I thought I would be like pedal to the metal, which I was a little bit at the start, getting used to things, but now I'm in a position where I feel like I'm looking after myself a lot more alongside ticking off all the cadences.
100%. And it all goes back to we really are our business and we don't put us first, then we have no business because we can't be in the position to actually like hold what we're trying to build in a sense as well. So I'm so proud of you for that one as well. And what would you say it's like working with me as a coach?
I think you are very approachable. You're very honest, but you're not like scary honest. Like, sometimes people can come across quite like intimidating. But as soon as I found your page, I didn't find you intimidating at all. I thought, you seem to be like a really approachable person that gives tough love when it's needed, but also equally you give kindness when it's needed too. And I think for me, that's exactly what I need in a coach, just to have that honesty, but also like that kindness as well. And like also it really helps having somebody in your corner. I feel like I always like doubt myself, like, is this good enough? Is this good enough? And it's like sometimes just having somebody there being like, you're doing great, you're doing really well, this looks good, you could change it this a little bit. And obviously, like I said, your calls are really helpful as well because you break it down in a way that doesn't feel overwhelming. You go through it step by step, you make it interactive. And I think that's different from other business coaches I've worked with where it's kind of a bit more like a mastermind and it's like anyone got any questions and it's like a bit more like Q&A and you can kind of just sit back and just listen. But your calls are so interactive, like you can't do that. You've got to sit there with your notes out and just like type and like, you just learn so much.
I'm so glad you got so much value for them as well. Who would you recommend this coaching to?
Anyone who's, well, yeah, anyone who's looking to scale their business, anyone who's looking to know exactly what they need to do on social media to get there. Anyone who's starting a business online should work with Emma.
Amazing. And then the last one is what would you say someone that's like on the fence that they're like kind of like 50-50 about joining?
Listen, I was on the fence because I was very aware in my head, like, it's an investment. And sometimes it is like one of those things of, do you invest into something online? Is this going to actually get me where I want to be, etc.? But I really trusted my gut on this. I thought this is like, I've got the information from you. I had the call with you and you answered all my questions. And you really put my mind at ease with any like concerns I had. If you are on the fence, just go for it if your gut is telling you to go for it. Because even if, let's just say, worst case scenario, you don't hit your business goals, my gosh, you're going to get a ton of value how to actually like show up for your business online and know exactly what you need to do to get there, even if you don't get there in the 90 days.